So the one thing I think all stock market investors need to be looking out for very closely is the impact of tariffs on the US economy and the worldwide economy. So in that regard, I've been watching it closely. I've been watching companies and what they're doing about tariffs and the impacts of tariffs. And of course, one of the biggest companies in the world in terms of total revenue is Walmart, and Walmart famously outsources nearly all of its manufacturing outside of the United States. So in order to get a bigger picture idea of how tariffs will impact the US economy and the global economy, investors need to know what's going on with Walmart. So in their most recent quarterly earnings call with Wall Street analyst, Walmart talked about the topic of tariffs in several cases, and I'm going to share those with you here. First of all, regarding their inventory, they are set up nicely. They built up their inventory, which is up 3.8% globally and up 2.2% in the US. With regard to their US pricing decisions, given tariff-related cost pressures, we're doing what we said we would do, which is keeping our prices as low as we can for as long as we can. And hidden in this statement is Walmart's acknowledgement that they will not be able to keep prices the same for very much longer. But they're trying to keep it as low as they can for as long as they can, understanding that eventually they will need to raise prices because the impacts of tariffs are too large for the company to absorb. If they were to absorb all of the tariff impact without passing it along to the customer, Walmart's business will quickly turn to negative profit margins because the company doesn't generate a high enough profit margin to absorb all of the tariff impacts. So the good news so far is that the business is not seeing dramatic shifts as it relates to tariffs. The way things have played out so far, the impacts of tariffs have been gradual enough that any behavioral adjustments by the consumer have been somewhat muted. They go on to say that as we replenish inventory at post-tariff price levels, we've continued to see our cost increase each week, which we expect will continue into the third and fourth quarters. So cost increasing weekly and expected to continue into the next quarter and the quarter after that. Not surprisingly, we see more adjustments in middle and lower income households than we do with higher income households. Click the link below to watch the full video.